It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season. Anthony Joshua, it's a pleasure and honour speaking to you for the first time properly. I want to start off, AJ, and obviously we're here for your fight, etc. But initially, you started off this run of Saudi fights with Andy Ruiz in Diriyah season. From that moment to this moment now in Riyadh season, how do you think the country's transitioned as appealing to the West?
It's a pleasure speaking to you as well. Thank you for your time. How do I feel? I feel it's amazing. Before, I feel boxing was the foundations of what is happening right now, because we got tennis, we got movie stars coming over here, we got the F1 out here, we got golf, we've got snooker. I feel like it's going to get bigger and better. This is a vision that is far and bigger than boxing, but for the country, it's definitely a growing place, and it's a great experience. Not everyone gets a chance to travel, but through my love for the game, I've had an experience in Saudi, in America, in the UK, as an amateur all across the world. Phenomenal experiences. And Saudi's definitely progressing. Everywhere around me there's construction happening. I don't really get to go out much because I'm obviously here working, but when I do get to go out, I can definitely see just a lot of things changing. Like, I've been in Jeddah as well, which is like 500 miles away. That's completely different to Riyadh. What an experience though. I could definitely come on holiday here, I'd say, yeah. And I've seen so many people from all over the globe living here, working here, enjoying the culture, and so on and so forth.
Good stuff, man. It's quite a good insight there.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to talk about, AJ, is a lot of people talk about what's next and where you are with your career right now, but I don't think people highlight or celebrate what you've done, because I think 14 years ago, I've got a picture here. It's fascinating, this, because it's only 14 years ago you was walking into Hendon Magistrates, and if you look at yourself now, you could have chose a different path at that point, and not many people highlight that. Do you not think so?
Do you know, I used to hate speaking about all that stuff, because I was like, I'm much more than that. But yeah, for sure, it took mental strength, knowing at the age of 18 I wanted to change my life. Sports wasn't a big conversation in our family, but my cousin Benga was just boxing and training. I kind of went to the gym with him, and boom, bam, we're here now. What a journey. It's the only thing I ask for at the end of all this is my health, because the experiences are invaluable, phenomenal. Boxing's a dangerous game. Japanese boxer died the other week, didn't he? It's a dangerous game, but that's what I say. All I ask for at the end of this is my health, because I want to be able to enjoy everything that I've worked on, enjoy the memories that I've created, because it's tough. It was tough, trying to find my way in life, but I found boxing, and it's really, I'll say it's made me mature and turn me into a man, definitely.
It definitely has, and not only that, you was a bricklayer as well, which I don't know how good your bricklaying skills are now. Could you build a wall right now?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I know the bonds, different bonds and so on and so forth, joinery, painting work. I know all of it. Yeah, I probably could do. Yeah.
What was your day rate?
What I would charge now, probably maybe 150s a day. Back then, probably like 70s a day.
And you just saw yourself there as a young man. If you could give yourself any advice to that young 18-year-old Anthony Joshua, what would you tell him that now?
Great question. People always ask me this, and I should have something just on auto, but what advice would I give a young Anthony Joshua? My gosh. A
guy that needed to break the cycle, which you obviously did.
What, like
could have gone down a different path, but look where you are now.
I definitely believe, like, okay, what's funny? Say, when you're young, being educated, like, you get picked on sometimes in school when you're the geek or the educated one. But have you noticed that when you get older, being the dumb one is what gets you being picked on, and being the intelligent one everyone admires, a smart friend that can, that's good at booking things and knows where to go and what to do. So I'd say take inspiration and advice from those intelligent people around you, because it will pay off in the long run. And then secondly, I'll just say anything you do for the long term that has a long-term vision will always pay off in the long run. So always have a long-term mindset, not today, always think long term.
You touched on it there, having the right people around you. I know there's a lot of people in your team now that you've had since day one. Obviously, you got KD, one of the guys I know. Obviously, over the years, you've seen people use headlines, "Oh, AJ's got too many yes men around him." But in reality, if you look at it, you're running a successful empire. Do you think it kind of proves a lot of that statement wrong? You know, he's got a yes man, but ultimately you're running a business here and it's successful.
People should only really say yes if I'm right and say no if I'm wrong. And half of the time I'm right. So I would say that whatever you want to say, but yeah, as I say, they say yes when I'm right and no when I'm wrong, and I'm right most of the time. So yeah, take it as you want. I'm content and I'm happy with the team I've got. I'm always going to be expanding. I just know, yeah, I just want to do well inside and outside the ring, and my team are good. My team have done a great job. They could do better, but we've got time on our hands and we're going to keep pushing, innit? So yeah.
One of the things I like to do with boxers when I speak to you, I try and speak to people around you, and I know over the years, especially the last few years, people have questioned AJ's mental state. But I'm aware that when the Usyk fights came about, you was advised by close people in your team not to take that fight, even the rematch. But it was you that made the decision to take that. And I don't think many people know that. So I think it's worth kind of putting that out there.
I don't know why people, not that why they're shocked, but you have to take the fight. It's a mandatory, innit? Like, obviously the guys,
You could have took a different route.
yeah, I definitely could have, but it was a great opportunity and I learned so much from that. Yes, we look at it as a loss and all that type of good stuff, but I feel I got so much from that personally, and it holds me in good stead till today. Like, my last fight was against Otto Wallen. I'm not saying he's as good as Usyk, who knows, but I feel like that's what helped me get the win. So through my tough times, being strong enough and thinking of the long term led me to being victorious against Otto Wallen, and it's going to help me so much further as well. Like when I went 12 rounds with Jermaine Franklin, I was always thinking, boy, have I got the engine to go 12 rounds? You know what I mean? I've done 24 rounds with Usyk, done another 12 with Jermaine. I'm confident in myself to do the rounds now. So much good stuff came off the back of that, but only because I had a strong mentality.
And leads me on to your resilience, which Ngannou questioned, but I also raised the fact that you battling through a fight maybe, but you've proven against Klitschko, Dillian White, Usyk twice.
Yeah, Usyk twice. Yeah. Come back for Andy Ruiz like 4 months after the loss. Do you know what it is, bro? I'm gonna give my best at the end of the day. Whatever that may be is what it may be, and we'll find out March the 8th if Ngannou can push me and test me, but that's the challenge I want. Good luck to the man for trying to find out, because he's going to walk into a brick wall. You know what I mean? It's not going to be easy for him. I promise you it's not going to be easy for him, so good luck to him.
Last question for you. I asked a lot of people before this interview, what would you ask Anthony Joshua? For some reason, people are intrigued about your beliefs in your existence. Best way I could say, yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out, what is this? How did this whole planet get here? You know, what's it been here now? 5 billion years, I think, about 5 billion years. Human existence, I don't know, but such an intriguing question that leads me down a dark, dark hole. But I'm surprised that through the dawn of day, no one's figured out exactly what the universe is, our solar system, our Milky Way, our planet, to a T, how we even got here. I also think it's funny how a lot of the human species that have a different kind of consciousness have all got a relation to the afterlife as well. I looked at like universal law, sacred geometry, I look at religions. I find it all interesting. Obviously boxing is my main focus right now.
When are you with the whole religion side of things?
I respect all religions so much. They're all cousins. We're all cousins. We're all cousins anyway. So I respect all religions. I try and tell people, because I have one belief, someone shouldn't look down on me or I shouldn't look down on another. I think that we should all sit in harmony and discuss and see how we can grow from it. And that's what I think religion needs more of, in my opinion. So yeah, I respect all religions, man. Honestly, that's why I don't talk about it too much, because it's a very sensitive subject. But from you sitting here, I would say, if I'm a Hindu and you're Muslim, I would just say, it's amazing that you're Muslim. Teach me about your religion and how I can use your religion to get closer to God, because I use my religion to get closer to God. But you can teach me about ways I can get closer, and I can teach you ways of my religion, how you can get closer to God. We can all learn from each other and get better. That's what I'm trying to do. That's like boxing, trying to get better.
Well, AJ, thank you for your time, and I hope the British people celebrate you for what you've done.
Celebrate you too, my bro. Let me tell you that. Don't worry about no one celebrating you. Worry about yourself.
Thank you.
Good.
This interview was powered by IPMB.
Listen, I got a question for you. Where can discipline take you? Discipline points you toward your goals.